my left hand I have a feather. In my right hand a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And we thought that where would be a better place to confirm his findings than on the moon. And so we thought we'd try it here for you. The feather happens to be appropriately a falcon feather for our falcon. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Which proves that Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings.
In the video, a hammer and feather were dropped at the same time on the moon. They landed on the surface of the moon at the same time. This happened because the objects will accelerate at the same rate and hit the ground at the same time, no matter what their mass or weight is. Mass and weight are two opposite units of measure. They are also measured differently. Weight is how much gravity is pushed down on an object. It can be measured by a spring scale and is measured in pounds. Mass is how much stuff is inside an object. It can be measured by a triple beam balance and is measured in grams. The headphones weigh about 75 grams. The mass in an object stays the same no matter where you go. The weight, however, will change in some places because of gravity. An example would be going to the moon. He wants to learn about mass and weight. He measured his weight on Earth, and he weighed 60 pounds. When he measured his mass, it was 30 newtons. He went to the moon, he felt lighter than he did on Earth. Fifi measured his weight on the moon, and he was 10 pounds. Then Fifi measured his mass on the moon, and it stayed the same. Fifi wondered why this happened. Since the moon has less gravity pushing down on him, his weight is lighter. His mass stayed the same because the amount of matter in Fifi stayed the same.
Mass versus weight. Two measures for an object. They're not the same, let's all see why. To determine the mass, we use a balance to do it. We use a scale to measure weight. Mass, measured in grams or in kilograms. It's all about how much stuff the object has. Grams or kilograms, they're the units we use for mass. Newtons are for weight. Weight's the measure of gravity's pull on the object. So you can see